Hi folks, Glenn Twiddle here, sitting in my bar once again, and if getting to the #1 spot on Google for your business is of any interest to you, then listen up because you're about to love the living hell out of me. Here's the story. I recently got a CD of the month from one of my mentors, and it was with a guy, you know, and you hear it all the time, oh, I'll get you to #1 on Google, and I've heard that so much, I kind of dismiss the message most of the time. But anyway, I listened up. I listened to this interview with one of my mentors and this SEO guy, this search engine optimization fellow. And they were talking about some strategies. I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. So this interview really got my attention. So much so that I flew down to Sydney just recently, and I just returned to Mal Emery's internet conference, where this one particular guru, a secret guru that all the marketers like Mal, and more importantly, or equally as importantly, the overseas guru, they hold this guy very close to their chest. They don't let his name get out, and they certainly don't tell their competitors about this guy. And that's how these gurus get to the top of Google. And we had him for a couple of hours down at this seminar. So what I did for you guys is I grabbed him by the scruff of the neck, and I took him aside, I filled him up with a few drinks, and I got him to agree to share with you the presentation that he shared with us down in Sydney to you guys who are on my list and part of my crew and inner circle and stuff, to share these tips with you on a webinar. And you know what, I was this close to flying him up and doing a 2-day, you know, all I had was 2 days to organise it before he flew home. I was very close to getting him to come up and talk to you guys in person, but I thought, well, we couldn't make that happen to make it really worth his while. It would have cost me a bit too much, so he dropped his fee for me, lowered it a bit, and we can get him on a webinar, which I tell you will be absolute gold. In fact, one of the tips that he has even agreed to share with you on this webinar is the tip that he had the video crew down in Sydney, he told them to stop filming when he shared this trick with us, this little secret, because no one knows it and he doesn't want this particular trick getting out. It's that good. And he has agreed on our webinar to share that one with you as well. So I thought, how cool is this? So what you need to do, stick your registration details down there. I'll let you know when the webinar is. You'll need a good quality internet connection, but that's all you'll need. You won't need any software to install. It's going to be a webinar with me, this underground Google master. And I'll introduce you to him on the webinar, but believe me, if being #1 on Google is of any interest to you, you will want to be on that webinar when it's on. We're taking registrations now because it will fill up so fast it's ridiculous, and we only have a limited number of spots on that webinar. So register your interest now, and we'll be offering it to you first when it's registered. It'll be in the next month or so, in the next couple of weeks, I hope, month at the latest, and I look forward to seeing you on that webinar, letting you know when it's on, and it'll be completely free. Bye for now.